Hello everybody and welcome back. What we've got tonight is something a little bit different, a little bit special. This is Rwandair flight. The only livery that we have within the PMDG 737-800 at the minute for Rwandair is cargo. So my apologies Okecho Gabriel for that, who requested a Rwandair flight. Cargo is the best that we could get, I'm afraid, my friend. So what we're going to do is a little short haul hop with Rwandair. We're going to be going from Kigali here up in the highlands of Rwanda, and we're going to be traveling across Lake Victoria towards Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. So that's going to be our little flight for today, and we look forward to getting that underway. So our routing is going to take us literally across Rwanda into Tanzania, across the southern part of Lake Victoria, just south of a place called Musoma, and then we'll be heading down towards the southeast, Arusha, skirting the southern parts of the mountains around there, before heading into Kilimanjaro itself. So we look forward to that. So let's jump on board the 737-800, get us started up, and then we'll head on over to Kilimanjaro. Alright, so here we are in the flight deck. As you can see, nothing going on power wise, so we do need to get us started up. Let's go into the EFB, request our sim brief data first of all. That is in. Get our departure airport weather. So here in Kigali you can see it is a very pleasant 25 degrees. Winds are 160 at 6 knots, and just a few broken clouds up above, so all is good. So that's that set up. So let's go ahead and get our ground connections done. I want to get some ground power connected. There we go. And we'll go ahead and disconnect our stairs, because what I'm going to do with this is not get GSX to do any passengers, because of course we won't have any passengers. Nicole is with us today, joining us again. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get the power on. Let's get the battery on. Ground power can come on. Go ahead and get one of the fuel pumps on. Emergency lights can be armed. We'll come up top, and we are using Chaseplane for our views as well today. So we'll come up top and we'll get our IRSs into the nav position, and that is beautiful. Window heats can also come on. And that's that for now. We'll wait for the displays to come to life. In the meantime, let's go ahead. Why am I doing that? Why don't I go like this? Use Chaseplane, FMC. Pause in it. Reference airport. Now then, it's HRYR. That's for Kigali. Put that in there. We'll ignore the gate. We'll go next page. GPS left. Previous page. Paste it in there. Route. And origin. And we're going over to Hotel Tango Kilo Juliet for Kilimanjaro. And our flight number, we have stolen a flight number, the one for the passengers, and that is Rwandair 440, which is the morning flight departing here at 9:55 Zulu. And we'll request that flight plan, and there it is from SimBrief. We'll set our payload, set our fuel, select the route. We'll wait a few seconds for that to come in. Yeah, as you can see as well, we've got the wear and tear mod installed, so nice scratches and scrapes as you can see. Load. Wait for that to populate. Activate, execute. Brilliant. Alright, so before I start going ahead with the rest of this, let's again come up top. We can now go ahead. Do we have any fuel in the center tanks? Just a little tiny bit. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get our fuel pumps on. We'll fire up the APU. You'll see the flicker. And then in a moment or two it'll start to rise and we'll see the low pressure light on there as well come up. Put the seat belts on even though we haven't got any passengers. And let's go ahead and get the packs on. APU is rising, EGT. And then we'll see it slowly come down again. There we go. Right, excellent. So while that's doing that, we can go ahead and start populating things down here, but let's get the ATIS from BeyondATC.
Contact, you have information uniform. Kigali Airport information uniform.
Uniform.
1044 Zulu. Wind 220 at 3. Visibility 10 miles or more. Ceiling 2400 broken. Temperature 21. Dew point 16. QNH 1022. Landing and departing runway 28.
28.
Transition level 110. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Okay, so it's going to be runway 28.
Airport information uniform. 1044 Zulu.
So we'll go back over to ground and then we'll wait until we're ready for clearance. Alright, so we need to go to departure, arrivals, departure. We're going to be runway 28 and then it's going to be the it's supposed to be the Bosa 1 Delta. Why do we not have it for runway 28? Okay, never mind. Departure, arrival into Kilimanjaro. We were expecting runway 09. We'll see how that translates when we get there. So either Zulu 09 and the Losi 2 Alpha. There we go. Via Ixiba, Uvga. Those are the only options. Alright, let's have a look then. Go over to my charts. Let's see, Ivato is Imlak, Uvga. Uvga? Yes. Brilliant, execute. Alright, so that's that. Go to the performance initialization page, init request, and I bet this is going to say pounds. If it does, we're going to have to do some tweakies. See what it comes up with. And it's come up with pounds. So what we do now is menu, PMDG, options. I don't think it is. I think it's aircraft displays. There we go. Kilos, return, initRef, and now if we erase that, request it again, it should bring it in kilos, because that's what we work with. We're not doing US ops or North American ops. So load 57.8, that's looking good. Excuse me, flight plan fuel 8.1 will be fine in there. Execute, and we've got flight level 370 which matches, so we can go to the N1 limits, and this is where we have to use our performance tool, and we're going to be runway 28. Flap config I'll leave as optimum. Import that, import the weather, and calculate flaps 5, settle temp of 30, we're going to be blasting out. Takeoff 1, 141, 142, 146. Can you remember all that? I probably won't be able to. So we'll go takeoff 1 and settle temp is 30. Lovely. And takeoff, and we'll go flap 5. And center of grav. Excellent. 141, 142, 146. That's perfect. Nice one. Alright. So that is pretty much that. Runway we will be 28 and the wind 6 knots. Alrighty. And 25. That's all in there. Takeoff speeds have been deleted. Previous page. 394246. There we are. FMC. That comes to the legs page. BOSAD. So we're going to be direct BOSAD. So we won't be able to activate the LNAV because we're taking off runway 28. So we'll be coming down this way. So then we'll get vectors, no doubt, either to the right or to the left, which will bring us back to meet up eventually with BOSAD. Alright, so that's what we're expecting. And as we said, we do have payload loaded. We're not going to go through the whole GSX rigmarole. It wouldn't be good because we're in a cargo aircraft anyway. But what we will get done is we get our APU gens on. APU bleed can come on. Switch out to APU gen. Alright, bro. And we can dispense with the ground power. And we can clear that out. Ground connections. We can disconnect it. We can release. And we can remove the chocks. Actually, we probably can't because our brakes are now set. So now we can, yep, that's it. Chocks are away. Wonderful. Doors, let's close them all. I think they're all closed anyway. Let's arm them. Super. And let's go ahead and request clearance. Kigali ground, good morning. Rwandair 440 requesting IFR clearance over to Kilimanjaro, and we have information uniform on board.
Rwandair 440, Kigali ground, information uniform correct, expect runway 28. Climb 1,000 feet on runway center line, then expect radar vectors BOSAD. Squawk 5760.
Alright, we'll expect runway 28 and initial clearance to flight level 110, 11,000 feet, and radar vectors BOSAD, squawk 5760, Rwandair 440. Okay, our speed V2 speeds 146.
Rwandair 440, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilco, Rwandair 440. Righty, so any altitude restrictions on our departure? Nope. Basically just get high and get out. Brilliant, so that takes care of that one. So we can leave that at 10,000 feet for now. And on the runway heading is 279. Oopsies. There we go, 279 there. And go on then, we'll set the course as well. Just in case, 279, 279. Alright then, and on our altitude panel we're going to 37,000 feet. And the altitude, landing altitude in Kilimanjaro is, let's have a look. If I get the airport chart open, Kilimanjaro is going to be 2936. We'll call it 2950. It's high elevation. There we are. Excuse me, keep that on auto. Alright, I think we're ready for pushback, chat. So we should be good. Put that over to traffic as well on that side. Alright, so we'll have you can monitor the airports. Cool. Let's get things going then. So lights, we can go and get our anti-collision light on. And we can let them know we're ready for pushback and engine starts. Rwandair 440, ready for pushback and engine start, please.
Rwandair 440, Kigali ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved, face south. Rwandair 440, thanks.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Hey, thanks man. Alright Gabriel, I hope this one's okay for you, mate. Said Rwandair cargo, but as long as you don't look at the livery, no one would ever know. So, there it is, there's the livery. But at least it's got Rwandair written all over it.
Bypass pin inserted.
And you can also see the registration there, Rwandese. Okay, so one thing I haven't actually checked is my controls need binding, my controls. Face south, south is... I'm guessing it's going to be right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Push.
This is going to be interesting.
Clear. Start at will.
Okay, packs off. And you can start the chrono your side. And we'll go start engine 2. Oh, reverses, look. Okay, maybe we're going to be good. Maybe we're going to be good. Let's introduce fuel. Okay, so they're doing okay on the pushback, so now we can go ahead and start the engine number 1. Watch the N2 rise to about 25. There it is. Introduce that fuel. And again, got a bit suspect. We'll have to wait and see what goes on with the engines.
Please set parking brakes.
Okay. Brake set. Let's go to the next page. And I want to go ahead and set the flaps. 5 degrees. And we have the Rwandair logo to look at least when we look at the wing view.
Unlocking gear.
There we go. Verify the takeoff speeds because of mucking about with the engines. And speeds have been verified. Okay, that's more like it. Flight directors are on. Right, okay, let's come up top. Yaw damper on. Pumps on. Probe heats can come on. Very high elevation here. Engines have started, so we have to go and get the gens on. APU can come off. APU bleed can come off. Packs can come on. Circulation valve is in auto. And we have RTO. Alrighty, so now we'll go ahead and request our taxi. Rwandair 440, ready to taxi to the active.
Rwandair 440, runway 28, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Roger, runway 28, taxi at my discretion, Rwandair 440. Alright, we'll get Nicole to do the rest of the transmissions from now on. And we are basically going to back taxi. So let's get on with it, shall we? Brakes off. Let's go. Increase the throttles. Hello. And we'll move out this way. Alright, so let's jump back on inside. Control this bad boy. We'll get the taxi lights on. Runway turn-offs can now come on. They can go to continuous. Continuous only. Continuous. And we're going onto the runway, so we'll go ahead and put our strobes on. Find that click spot. There it is. And it's left to the end. All right. So it's high elevation here, as you can see, 4,980 feet. Runway altitude, very high up, and you can see there's there's hills higher than the actual airport. I've got two Ethiopian parked up as well. It's over there. Anything? No. I mean, this is default scenery as well, guys. I think there is a pay-where one. Not sure if that was for 2020. I really don't know. I really don't fly here all that often. I have done before. I think it was in 2020 though, and there was a freeware version which actually wasn't bad. But again, don't know if it's compatible with 2024. But yeah, I did a long haul with Turkish from Istanbul into Kigali, and then Kigali over to Entebbe, a nighttime flight. But yeah, interesting terrain around here, as we'll see on our departure. But I mean, you can see it now just by looking over there. Now I have been here in real life. And one thing to note is when you do come in at night, there are buildings over there on this hillside, got a big bright billboard and so on, and you can see that as you're coming in, or even when you're on the runway. Yeah, very bright. Very interesting airport indeed, that high elevation. Must say I haven't stayed in Rwanda, it was just travelling through. And we've already used that centre fuel. Pretty much. Fuel is low. We'll wait until we've got to the end of the runway, then we'll switch off those pumps just to avoid any lights, and that's what's going to come up on the recall. But we'll wait until we're facing the right way on the runway, and then we'll get those pumps off. Rwandair 440 holding short runway 28. I suppose I should have announced that earlier. Actually, it's
Kigali ground Rwandair 440. Contact tower when at runway hold point.
okay. Contact tower at runway hold point. We'll contact tower runway hold point, Rwandair 440, thank you. Okie dokie. Got up to 30 knots there, which is absolutely fine. You can do about 40 on the runway.
Rwandair 440.
There we go.
Contact Kigali tower 118.3.
Over to tower 118.3, Rwandair 440.
You can request departure, please, Nicole.
Rwandair 440, ready to go, runway 28.
Rwandair 440. Backtrack runway 28.
Oh, we've already done that.
Call when ready for departure.
Oh well.
Backtrack runway 28, call when ready, Rwandair 440.
Well, let's line up then. Okay.
All aircraft be advised information vector now current.
Put the weather radar on. Let's go TCAS. Well, we didn't put in our squawk code. What was our squawk code, guys? That was very cheeky. 5760, and they didn't even ask us. 5760. There we go. We have TA. Right. Alright, Nicole, now we can request departure.
Rwandair 440, ready for departure, runway 28.
Are we ready?
Rwandair 440 Kigali tower. Wind 260 and 6. Fly runway heading. Runway 28 cleared for takeoff.
Right.
Fly runway heading, runway 28, cleared for takeoff, Rwandair 440.
50% and 1. Stable and auto throttle toga. Slight nose down pressure. Chrono. Speed live. Checked. Neutral. Long roll because of the altitude. Rotate. Woo, that wind. Just catching our tail there. gear up. Okay, I'm going to go Command A. Things are going to get busy.
Contact Kigali radar 125.3. Rwandair 440. Bye-bye. Kigali radar, Rwandair 440. Good day. 6,300 feet.
Lock the gear.
Climb to flight level 180. Rwandair 440.
180.
Turn right. Heading
Flaps
085.
clean.
Rwandair 440.
Turn right 085. Look how high that terrain is. I mean, hello. Do some funny things when I turn the way. Okay. Cars. I mean, look how close that ground is to us, and look at our altitude, 8,000 feet pretty much. Stunning scenery though, look at it. Beautiful part of the world. Thank you, Gabriel. This is why it's nice getting contributions of ideas from chat as well, from viewers. Disarm that, switch it off. You get to see different parts of the world you wouldn't ordinarily get to see. I don't think we have to worry about engine anti-ice here. We do have to worry about the barometric pressure though, and there we go, we've reached standard set. Now there's 10,000. Definitely keep the seatbelt signs on. Look at that monstrosity in front of us. And I think we can arm the LNAV. It doesn't have a path, does it? Right, legs page. Bossad. Execute. LNAV. There we go. Making some bumps through here probably. How's that wing view looking? Get ready for the flex. There we go.
Turn right. Heading 150. Rwandair 440.
Turn right, heading, what was that, Nicole? 150. 150. And heading. Don't know why they wanted to turn that way. Well, we're supposed to be going direct Bossad, as we're told. Bossad is right there in front of us. They'll give us direct shortly. There's an aircraft coming in, that's maybe why. But they are 2,000 feet below? 2,200 feet below. Maybe for spacing. Now I've been declared direct.
Roger. Heading direct Bossad, then resume own navigation Rwandair 440. Thanks.
Looks nice, doesn't it? All the water down there.
Climb to flight level 370. Rwandair 440.
370 is set. Lovely, so let's just check everything. So lights are off, centre field pumps are off, everything is pretty much as should be, apart from this wasn't turned over as generator. Everything else is looking good. Brilliant. No, we've only been up in the air less than 6 minutes and already 18,000 feet. It's one good thing about Boeing, knows how to climb. Noticed a difference earlier when I was doing an EasyJet flight, which is an indication of the fact that by the time you see this, the EasyJet one will probably already be up. So yeah, an EasyJet flight from Gatwick to Palma de Mallorca in the Airbus A320, Phoenix A320. So yeah, there was me thinking no more 737s for a little while. Let's get some more Airbus time in. But as Gabriel requested this one, I thought, well, why not? That sounds like an interesting one to do. Rwandair. So I thought, where could we go? So I had a look at Flight Radar 24, which is where I get a lot of ideas for flights from. And yeah, one nice little hop seemed to be over to Kilimanjaro. So again, from high elevation in Kigali to beautiful scenery in Kilimanjaro, heading over there and seeing the mountains should be pretty good fun. So we'll see how that works out when we get over there. But yeah, thanks to Gabriel for suggesting flying Rwandair. Something a bit different, never flown for them before. And then we'll be back to our standard UK based ops with EasyJet for a bit. So on the community page of YouTube, obviously I put the poll there for selecting selecting Ryanair, Jet2, EasyJet and TUI, I think it was. I did get offered some jobs through A Pilot's Life, Simbitwold's A Pilot's Life. Now Ryanair I actually applied for, I keep calling it Rwandair. Ryanair I actually applied for, but they rejected me from Jet2. They rejected me at Ryanair, so EasyJet did offer me a post. Took them up on it, and so we've done our first flight with EasyJet back in the Airbus. So I think we'll do some Airbus ops for the next couple of weeks. And maybe just jump back into Boeing afterwards. And we can intersperse. I want to do another cargo, a proper cargo flight, not this one. This one's a fake cargo flight. I want to do a proper cargo flight. Let's just check out the scenery, guys. Proper cargo flight, maybe in a 777. That's what I'm thinking. Look at that. There's some kind of agriculture and they have this a lot in the States, don't they? These circles, like irrigation circles or something. Let's see where the scenery doesn't quite match up. So yeah, gonna have to do some cargo ops with a 777, Turkish or DHL or Aerologic or something along those lines. Possibly FedEx. See how we get on. So that could be something interesting as well. Take us to some different parts perhaps. So these views are from Chaseplane. I think what's the issue is being, so when I turn like this, I think because the PMDG cargo variant, the skin is really difficult to kind of get through. so I think it's just picking the best location possible to check out that wing view. But I know even just doing it myself previously through the Microsoft Flight Sim camera settings, it was pretty difficult to get a decent shot and angle. So Chaseplane just doing its best there, I think. But brilliant application. Look at that. DAR radar, are we over Tanzanian airspace already? We have, we just crossed the border. We have just passed over a town called Muguruka, apparently, and Lake Ngembe is beneath us. Lake Ngembe. It's probably one of those down there somewhere, I don't know. Look at all the water though, it's interesting, isn't it? All the gullies. Interesting scenery. I mean, even though this part of the world isn't represented as well as it arguably should be, it still looks pretty decent in an awful lot of places. Better than 2020 did, to be fair. But I think there's still improvements to be made when it comes to Africa and Asia. Top of climb coming up. Did put our weather radar on, didn't we? It's just that there's nothing noticeable around. And there you can see our routing. Passing over Lake Victoria. And up dot, take our turn towards the southeast, and then in. Whenever I read that apnit, I always think it says armpit. It's apnit, and then down, and then into Kilimanjaro, and hopefully we will maintain runway 09, because that is perfect for us. But no doubt BeyondATC will have a different approach, although looking at the wind, it makes sense to land on runway 09, right? Not runway 09 right, but runway 09, right? So yeah, that's what we hope for. Look at that stunning, stunning scenery. It just looks so different, doesn't it? So of course we've visited Uganda, we've done Kenya, we've now departed Rwanda, heading into Tanzania. Now we have actually done Kilimanjaro or Tanzania before on the channel. We did a Turkish Airlines flight, as I recall, from Kilimanjaro into, was it Zanzibar? I think it was Zanzibar. So if you've not seen that one and you do like African ops, then yeah, please have a look on the channel for that one. And another one, guys, if you want to get more involved in discussions about Flight Simulator or about routes that we should do, flight suggestions, there is a link to the Discord that will be in the comment section below. Please do click on the Discord, come and join us in the Discord. There's only a couple of members in there at the minute, so it'd be nice to fill it out, pad it out, and then you can all get together and have a chat about your favourite things about Microsoft Flight Simulator or other things simulator related. If you don't have MSFS, then you're using another simulator. No prejudice here. Not going to get into those fights and battles about which is best, X-Plane or Microsoft or any other sim that you decide to use. It's all just about the enjoyment of aviation, the enjoyment of simulation, and happy to have those conversations in the Discord channel. So please do jump on in there, and yeah, it'd be nice to see you in. And of course, make flight suggestions. The best place to do it is in there as well. So that'll be great. Look forward to seeing you all in there. And of course, as the channel continues to grow, then we'll be doing some plenty more flights and ops no doubt, around the world. I mainly focus in Europe because, of course, that's where I hail from, and so it's very familiar, and that's where most of my payware sceneries are for as well. So it makes sense to me to concentrate ops in that region. I think most of the viewers as well, to be fair, are from Europe, the UK, Europe. A few slipping in now from the States, which is nice to see. So good to see our American cousins popping in as well and saying hello. And of course we have some subscribers from Japan, clearly from Africa too. So it's great to see people from all around the world all getting together, all sharing the same interest of flight simulation. It's really good to see. So thanks very much, first of all, for your support. We have obviously pushed over that 100 subscriber threshold now, and we look forward to many more in the weeks and months and hopefully years to come. So yeah, we look forward to growing the channel together. And of course, I am mindful, some have asked, when am I doing a live stream? I will have to get that one sorted. Must admit I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I guess it's part of the growth. So I will look into it, see what kind of tech is required to make it run smoothly and efficiently, how I can keep an eye on chat in the comments, as well as obviously doing the flying, the recording, the streaming. A few things there to really consider, but yeah, I'm hoping we can get that done and sorted sooner rather than later. Don't want to keep it until we've hit 200 subscribers before I do a live stream. Alrighty, so how are we doing in the sky? We're 33,000, climbing up to 37. The engines are really pushing it somewhat. Heading is 083, so we can align that. Good old Boeing stuff. 083. Making those engines work today. Do have that headwind. It's only 11 knots, but still. You're right, Nicole. You're quiet over there. I know, I've just been chatting endlessly, haven't I? But circuit breakers all looking good. Don't want to pop one, do we? I don't think you can in the PMDG, can you? No, none of them clickable. In the Phoenix, of course, every single one is modelled and does something. But what we haven't done is the jump seat. There we go. Get your seat out, guys. It's stained, so I do apologise for that. It's a little bit dirty, but welcome, welcome, welcome. You can sit there in the jump seat. And if you want, there's some cookies under here. You have to. There you go. Yay! Cookies! Yay! Put them back. Oh, more cookies! You just keep putting it back and lifting it out. Right, hang on, let me move your seat. Oh, okay, no, it's okay, I've got it. Put the bar across so they don't spill out again, but we all have cookies now, which is nice. I see a little bit of rocking, slight turbulence. So, I think, oh, hello, don't know, oh my goodness, what was that? I was just going to say Chaseplane and RealCatTurb work really well together, and then of course that happened 1,000 ago, and then that happened. I don't know what that weird camera shake thing was. And there is the beautiful Lake Victoria. It's islands. What is that island? Do we have a name for it? Not really. we do know is there's a place called Karebe and Nyakashenye. Butchered the pronunciation probably. Nyakashenye. Karebe. And of course further up there is Uganda. But there you go, Rwandair. We're a passenger on board Rwandair, heading to Kilimanjaro for a holiday. There you go. You haven't got a very comfortable seat. It's the cargo holding there. As long as you stay focused on the outside view, you'll be fine. Alright, so we're cruising, we're at flight level 370, the engines are taking a little bit more of a chill pill now, so I think it's appropriate that I part company here, leave you in the wonderful company of Nicole, and you guys have a pleasant trip, and I'll talk to you when we're on our descent and approach into Kilimanjaro. See you in a bit, bye bye. Okie dokie, welcome back everybody. So as you can see, we've started our descent. We're heading down to 22,000 feet. I hope Nicole kept you company, as I was in the back having a little nap. But we are back now, and we are looking at our descent. I want to put in some details so we get our barrow reference for runway 09. And as Cat see, we're looking at 3250. So 3250 on the barrow ref. Takes a while. Hey, oh, that was close. Okay, so 3250 on the barrow. There we go, and then we want to get the ILS details plugged in as well. So let's again check the chart, and it's 110.9 and 88 on the course. 110.9. The old one, okay. 110.9 transfer, and 110.9 transfer, and then 88 on the course. We're going to go this way. That's, whoopsies, 88 left side, and then 88 on the right side. So that's that bit done, and then for our calculations, let's have a look. Performance, landing en route, we need runway 09, import the aircraft details, so 62.4 tons, auto brake 3, and they are all operating, and there's no non-normal conditions. Anti-ice is definitely going to be off. Import the weather 1015, so we can actually put that in as well. 1015. There we go. And calculate. Half the runway is what we need. So 150 on the VREF. So that's 145 plus 5, 150. Excellent, and we will go auto brake 3. Let me just check the runway chart actually, because if we can use auto brake 2, we may as well. It's a very long runway, and there's a turning point about 3/4 down. If we go auto brake 2, what does that give us? Dodgy clicks. What? Calculate that. That might do the trick, you know. Auto brake 2. Let's try it. Alrighty, that's Lake Natron. I don't know how you pronounce that, guys. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi film, doesn't it? Lake Natron. 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 I don't know. Starting to see some high terrain there, some mountains. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Look at this one. Looks volcanic. No idea what it is, but it's a big mountain. Wow. Kilimanjaro, I think. Must be that one over there, is it? See, I love this kind of stuff. Big mountains, old volcanoes, that kind of stuff. Look at that. I mean, ignore this bit of the terrain. But it looks nice. Africa, it's a mighty continent indeed. High over there behind those clouds, doesn't it? Maybe that's Kilimanjaro? I don't know. Probably, actually. That's the direction of the airport. The airport's over there, so yeah, could well be. Could well be Mount Kilimanjaro, obscured by the clouds. Oh, runway 27 they've given us. Oh my days, okay. Alright, yeah, makes sense looking at the wind, okay. Runway 27. Departure, arrival. And we want to go, it's an RNAV approach. RNAV 27. And it's going to be the Losi 2 Charlie with the let's see, RNAV, my goodness, IMRUB, IBMIP, let's go IMRUB, I think IBMIP. And then if we go to the route of legs, IBMIP, yeah, that would work. Alrighty, and then init ref, still going to be the same, but then if we put in the new runway, calculate that, oops, sorry, 150, correct. And actually auto brake 2 works better for us because the end of the runway is pretty much where we want to exit anyway, so that's fine. As they've given us the QNH, we can activate it. 017. Speed's coming back beautifully. The aircraft will try and match the altitude constraint with the speed constraints. But actually on this approach there was no speed constraint essentially, so we'll just match that with the altitude hopefully. We don't want to get above 250 knots at 10,000. There is Kilimanjaro, that's got to be it, right? Looking lovely. We'll go to continuous on the engine start switches. And about to come through 10,000. Oh, there's a rainbow. That means there's plenty of moisture in those clouds, and the temperature is plus 20, nothing to worry about. Right, let's go ahead and get these lights on. There's 9,000. We're at 230 knots. I'm going to arm the speed brakes. Steep descent. It doesn't exist, mate, so don't worry about it. We don't have that fix anymore. Oh, it's this one, 903. That's where we are. So 9,000, or it's not. 9,000 or above, and then down to 7,000. That's fine. That's fine. .30 knots. Plains of Africa. Tanzania. Look at that build up. First time coming into Kili. They want to be 7,000 feet at IBMIP. There or thereabouts, 7,000 or above, but I want to get down as quickly as we can now, really.
Rwandair 440, descend to 7,000 feet.
There we go, 7,000.
Descend to 7,000 feet. Rwandair 440.
What?
Rwandair 440, clear direct IBMIP, cross IBMIP at or above 7,000 feet, cleared INAV runway 27.
Cleared direct IBMIP. Cross IBMIP at or above 7,000 feet. Cleared RNAV runway 27. Rwandair 440.
At or above 7,000, we're definitely going to be above 7,000. See if we can squeeze a bit more out of the airplane.
Contact Kigali Tower 118.8. Have a good afternoon.
Let's speed, don't want the speed to rise too much, I'm going to
Over to
reduce it
tower
anyway.
118.8. Rwandair 440. Kigali Tower. Rwandair
get rocked about a bit
440.
here.
On up runway 27.
Rwandair
Rainbow.
440, Kili Tower, wind 330 at 3, runway 27 clear to land.
Raining, is it?
Runway 27 cleared to land. Rwandair 440.
Arrival. Blah blah blah. Just, yeah, thunderstorms rain. Okay, so that was silly, wasn't it? That's me. Import. Wet. Calculate. Calculate if we can keep still. Ah, still fine. And there's the rain. And let's hit approach. And we are, let's check out this chart. 46. Coming in hot, chat. We're coming in hot. They are armed. We don't have any flaps out yet. We're going way too fast. Oh, this is awful. This is really bad, chat. It's really bad. There's the runway. We'll gear down. See if we can slow anything down. I'm going to do a go around here. I can feel it. Not what I wanted. No, don't be silly. Even
Sync
for
rate.
me, this is silly.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Too low. Terrain. 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 Too low.
Let's go around.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Okay, let's get out of here a minute. Lock the gear. Command A. 6,000. VNav, LNav. Go around. Alrighty, so we're going to go around Zatro. That's a hold at Zatro. So what we want to do, from Zatro, we want to go to IPMIP again. This will remove the hold. Can I do that? IPMIP. Execute. Then we want to go arrival there. We go RNAV 27 IPMIP. Execute route. Legs. IPMIP then. Oh, so we want to go. Copy this, come back, paste, to HRYR, execute, that's what I want to see. And that's going to give us that funky little dog leg, but at least that's something. And at Zatro, we want to be 9 or above. Should get this now, chat. Alright. 9,000 or above, and then we're going to have to come down to 7,000. There's the speed that we need to keep an eye on. Speed intervent, we'll keep that at 220. I'll get those wipers off, please. Alright, so bring the range back in again. We'll keep an eye on this one. Let's do some funky stuff. There we go, thank you. So, it's going to be on top of descent. So I'll just take it to 9, don't want to go any higher than that. So apologies for the go around there, guys. Guys and girls. Ladies and gents. My apologies. A little rough on the go around as well. We're up. Have to make our way around again. So once we've gone past Zatro, again we want to start making our descent to 7,000 and then down to 4,600. So shortly now we want to change this to 7,000. I'm going to plug it in now. Looking a little better. Manage that speed better. Weird little dog leg going on here. $180 knots. Let's go flap 5. Very bouncy out there, it's not helping our cause. Thunderstorms and rain. Who'd have thunk it? Not seen any thunder though. Not heard any thunder or seen any lightning. Just rain. Okay, so pretty much at 7,000 now. Reduce that speed even further. Let's pull it back to 170 knots. By the time we come into our final turn, I want us to be down at 150 in terms of approach speed. Just check the chart again for the runway. And yeah, might not make Victor, might have to go right to the end. I'm going to be able to break 3 now. Yep, we should make Victor and get off and head into the ramp. We've had enough of this flying business. Let's get those wipers on, that rain. And let's go 5,000, let's just go 4.6, plug it in now. Vertical speed, and I can hear the thunder. Take any chances this time, and then when we're in this turn I'll probably go gear down. Do not want to get that speed running away from us. Okay. Speed's looking a lot better now. Go ahead and get those wipers back on. Okay, gear down. Flap 15. 50. approach speed.
2,500.
It's giving us on there now, 149 pretty much. Flap 25. Flap 30. My throttles. Pull back that speed. And now we've got a tailwind, so we should have come in on runway 9. BeyondATC, what are you trying to do to me? Okay, so got a 5 knot tailwind. Never mind. 6 knot tailwind. Lovely. Okay, let's pilot away my airplane. Let's see if we can survive this one. Rain has gone, it's passed. Now on that speed. Don't let it fall away too much.
1,000.
Let's get back on the centre line, back on track. That's looking better. Two white, two red. Three white, one red now. Correcting.
500.
Two white, two red. 500 checked.
400.
Okie dokie. Keep on that throttle.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. Now we've got a crosswind.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Let it settle, let it settle, let it settle. There we go. Woo! Okie dokie, oh my goodness. Thrown around. There we go. Reversers deployed. Reversers green decel. Now we're missing our turn off. To the end it is. Right, reversers stowed. Manual braking. And we're alive. Welcome down to Kilimanjaro, everybody. After an exciting go around, we are finally down. 1 hour 34 on flight time.
Rwandair 440, exit right at Alpha.
Definitely going to.
Exit right at Alpha, Rwandair 440.
Well, we survived. That was an exciting one. Okie doke. Off to the right we go. Let's clean her up. And let's request parking.
Rwandair 440. Request taxi to allocated cargo.
Okay,
route.
runway turn-offs off, landing lights off, engine start switches to the off position, strobes can come off as well.
Ramp 6 via Alpha, Rwandair 440.
Right, where they say we're going? Ramp 6. No. Ethiopian again. That's all we've seen today. Alright, start the APU. Oh, well, we are here. We are here. And next left. And then the second entrance to the right. So taxi lights off. APU gens on. And we'll be going in here. Dreamliner. Engine 2 shut down. Into your bleed, come on. I hope you're not going to get me running over the doobies again. You are, aren't you? Lovely, parking brake is set. Engine number 1 can come off. Fuel pumps off. And anti-collision light is off. Electric pumps can come off. Seatbelt signs can go off. And that is that. Welcome down to Kilimanjaro, everybody. And oh my goodness, what a trip that was. Full of excitement. Hope you enjoyed it, Gabriel. It was a little bit stressful for me, not gonna lie. From Kigali to the mighty Kilimanjaro. Hope you all enjoyed that one. If you did, please leave us a like and a comment in the comments section. I can imagine how the comments are going to be after that. Oh my goodness. But thanks for coming along. And apologies for the go around. Hey, that's what aviation's all about, right? And yeah, thanks for flying with us. Stay safe, stay warm wherever you are. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again. Bye.